It has been 5 years since the disappearance of Katie and Hunter, and a suburban family witnessed strange events in their neighborhood when a woman and a mysterious child move in.
Katie?
This chat's done, and I'm gonna go make a snack
No,
downstairs.
take me with you. You alright?
There's something going on across the street. That's the new neighbor's house.
What the hell?
It's the new kid from across the street.
His name is Robbie.
Yeah. His mom went in the hospital. So he's just gonna stay with us?
Dude, doesn't have anywhere to go.
He has no relatives.
I don't know. I've never met his mom.
Front door open.
Mom? What the? Mom, I don't think it was an accident.
It's really weird. You guys want to see something really cool with the Kinect that you can do?
There.
Kinect projects tracking dots.
Whoa! Oh my god. What's he doing? It's 3 in the morning. Robbie, can you tell me who you were talking to? Nobody. Look at that. What is that?
Looks like a triangle with a circle in it.
Right there. That's it. I mean, what does it mean?
He does not like you.
What? Who doesn't like me?
You'll find out.
Wyatt, you need to tell me what's going on.
I don't want you to get hurt.
Wyatt! I'm not crazy! I almost died! Please! Oh my god!
Okay, so let's get right into this movie. I personally am a fan of the Paranormal Activity series. The first one I thought was really cool. It had a fresh take on the horror movies that we have these days, and it was a really unique idea, and I thought it really brought something new and fresh to the table. The second one was clever. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie, it did scare me a few times. The third one, it wasn't as good as the others, but they did have some unique elements in it, like the rotating camera, which was creepy as hell. And the fourth one was just it was really disappointing. It was just so bad. There's so many problems with it. Okay, first of all, the acting and the cast. You have the boy who plays, I forgot the character's name. I think it's Matt on True Jackson VP. He's like really the only good actor in this movie, and I say that because he has experience, and I'm not saying the main character, which is the girl, doesn't either, but she doesn't have as much experience as him. And so basically, you have, her name is Catherine Newton. She hasn't really done anything besides this movie, and also this is her first really big movie. And then you have Stephen Dunham, who has done other movies such as Catch Me If You Can, The Mummy, Traffic, and Anger Management. So he is pretty well known for an actor. And there's the mom, of course, and then you also have the little kids, Aiden, Brady, or Robbie and Wyatt, who's played as Brady and Aiden. And you have Matt Shively, which is his name. And he's done True Jackson VP, and he's also done April Apocalypse, I Owe My Life to Corbin Bleu, and a lot of other movies and stuff like that. And in True Jackson VP, he plays, I want to say Robbie, or he plays Ryan. So basically, the only two people who really have character, who really have a past history, is the dad and the boyfriend or a friend, which is another thing you can't even tell in the movie because you're not sure if it's a boyfriend or a friend. But yeah, so that's the acting in the cast, and I'd have to say my least favorite part of the movie is probably the part where they're doing that thing with the Kinect, because the Kinect doesn't even do that. First of all, I don't know if that was an endorsement thing or if it was just a thing to try and make the movie look new in today's age, But if it was an endorsement thing, I'm not saying it's not, but if it was, then that's pretty weird because they show it a lot. It's not like they just show it. Oh, here's the Connect. They show it a lot throughout the movie, and the Connect thing, it's sort of clever but it's too obvious because the Connect, he's like, oh, it shows things. The tracking dots shows things that that produce movement, and obviously you're gonna say, okay, well, the ghost is gonna be there and it's gonna produce movement. So that's basically it's pretty obvious, the Connect, and the whole teenager thing in each movie. The plot was based around adults and a family. In this movie, it's based around teenagers, which is a little different because they're obviously trying to attract to a younger audience. I think to get more viewers. Another thing I want to get into is the jump scares. This movie has no horror elements besides the jump scares and the front door open. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty clever. The front door open thing, that's pretty cool because you don't like it. It just has that horror element to it. But the whole thing with the jump scares, there are a couple jump scares throughout the movie, and that's the only thing that's really scary about it. And they're not even clever jump scares. They're just dumb jump scares that aren't even scary at all. And they're yeah, and there's no point in them filming throughout the movie. Throughout the whole movie, they never explain why they're filming. They just do it. And what I don't like is, throughout certain parts of the movie, they're trying... I'm not going to spoil anything, but throughout the end of the movie, there's a part where she's trying to run or escape or something like that, and she's holding the camera with her. Like, if someone was trying to kill you, you wouldn't be holding a camera, filming everything while it's happening. There's really no point in them filming throughout the whole entire movie. They never explain it. There's no point. They just do it because it's Paranormal Activity 4. That's the only reason why they do it. And the pros about the movie is obviously, like I said, the front door open thing, and the actors from True Jackson VP and the dad, of course, because they have some experience. So basically, I'm not rating this movie as a critic. I'm giving a review as a fan because I like the Paranormal Activity series. I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, Paranormal Activity, I laughed throughout the whole movie, it was so dumb. I'm not like that. I actually enjoy the movies, and I'm gonna admit if it scared me a couple of times. In this movie, throughout the movie, I did get a little tense feeling, but it didn't scare me. The ending was just, it was really disappointing, and it sort of upsets me because I really wanted to see something cool, like the tagline, it has all led to this. It has all led to this. Like, nothing has led to this. This is just another movie that they made worse than the other movies, and Paranormal Activity 3 was great. They had the rotating camera, which is scary as hell. I didn't want to watch it. I was like, should I watch? Should I watch? I was like peeking away from it because I didn't know what was going to happen next. And with this movie, just everything was so obvious, and you just knew what was going to happen, and it was really disappointing. A rating I would give it would have to be maybe a 5 because, and don't say oh he's being so harsh, because if you look at the other movies compared to this one, this has been the worst Paranormal Activity yet. There are a couple of cool elements to it, but most of the movie is just pointless. It's stupid. And I don't know why they're making a Spanish spin-off of it or a Hispanic spin-off of it. They might as well just make that into a sequel. But then again, I understand why they don't want the series to die out. But if you make a Hispanic spin-off of the Paranormal Activity series, it's just going to seem like a Hispanic ripoff. I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but it's just going to seem like a ripoff series because no one's actually going to know that it's a part of the Paranormal Activity franchise. They're just thinking, oh, another director is doing this whole new idea, but with Spanish people. And that's not the case. It's a whole new... It's basically Paranormal Activity 5, but with a Hispanic cast this time, instead of it being American. And I think that it's going to be like the movie Record, where it's found footage, everything is Hispanic, and there are a bunch of subtitles. That's exactly what it's going to be like. I think that's exactly what it's going to be like. The only difference is they're not quarantined. That's the only difference. So basically, I think if they really want to save the franchise, they should do something brand new. And the thing with Katie is just in this movie for like 2 seconds. There's no point in her being in it. She's like, oh, hi, I'm Katie. And the whole thing with Hunter, who is supposed to be the little kid, if Robbie isn't the kid Hunter, then what is Robbie's point in the movie? I don't think people have thought about that. Like, the whole movie is supposed to be how Robbie is Hunter supposedly, and then they find out that he's not, and what's his purpose? And now, I'm gonna get into spoilers in a bit, so if you don't want to see the spoilers, I suggest you go watch the movie now and then come back and watch the spoilers. So, I'm gonna start talking about it now. And, yeah, so, I don't understand why he's in the movie. I guess to just explain the whole Hunter purpose theory. I'm not sure. I just think they really did a bad job in this movie, and the ending, it was so upsetting. Like, you're like, okay, this is the ending. This is something good is about to happen, and it shows a whole army of demon zombie things, and it's just really that, you know what it looks like? It looks like, you know when you go on YouTube and they have those jump scare pop-up things and it's a demon face? That's exactly what it looked like. I'm not even kidding. And I'm not gonna lie, there's one scene in the movie which is really clever and I really liked. It's the part where the girl goes into the garage and she gets locked in there and the car starts randomly and all the fumes are getting it to her and she has to break the car window and back up out of the garage. And I thought that was a really cool scene. I thought that was clever. And I thought they did a good job with that. I think that's probably the best scene in the movie. So yeah, basically that is my review on Paranormal Activity. I will be reviewing Sinister on Thursday. And next week, I don't know, maybe some classic movies like The Shining and others. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and if you want to watch my other reviews, the links are my links are in the description. So thanks for watching, and that's it.